Over the last century, big companies drove the development of their communities. Businesses like R.J. Reynolds, Cone Mills, or Thomasville Furniture.
But over the last 25 years, universities started doing much of the research and development that was once done in the private sector and churning out new companies from that work that are driving the growth of cities. Wake Forest University's Innovation Quarter in downtown Winston-Salem is a good example. It's renovated old R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company warehouses and factories and brought both hundreds of students and faculty to the downtown area, as well as spun off new businesses from the work they're doing.
Now, every city and university is different, of course, and tonight the Buckley Report looks at the big changes coming to High Point.
The city of High Point is getting a makeover. And the engine that's driving much of it is its namesake school, High Point University.
Universities are places for innovation and creativity. And when you have all these resources together and amalgamate that with a little bit of money, universities could really make a difference in any city in which they're located. High Point University today has scale.
When Nito Cobain arrived as a student at what was High Point College 50 years ago, the city needed little help.
It was once upon a time very vibrant, and then due to hosiery being gone and some furniture being gone, we struggled a bit. And now we're saying, could we again regroup?
The first step was to bring life to downtown beyond the furniture showrooms, and the group Forward High Point settled on a baseball stadium that could be used for a variety of events and other things that could attach to it, like a children's museum. But there's a secret to the success of any project like that.
Now, we have to have some wow factor. The Children's Museum will certainly have wow factor. And
that's where Dr. Cobain comes in.
And you should do your research and you should plan accurately.
He is someone quite literally known around the world for his business and marketing skills.
People make an opinion of a product.
And he has raised $100 million in private money to add to what the city can do.
There it is, and we can play it over here.
So they can make it spectacular.
You have to take some risks. Yeah. Everybody wants you to be absolutely guaranteed that every idea is going to work. You know? That's not true. The important thing is, if something doesn't work, can you deal with that? Can you fix it?
Cobain, though, has a track record of success. When he returned to run High Point University a dozen years ago,
there was no land, there was no resources. Frankly, there weren't that many students. But see, Bob, this is what we live and die by.
And he has turned what a journalist once called a sleepy little college into one of the most talked about in the country.
And when you see this kind of development and this kind of success.
If he and the others working on this transformation downtown can do something similar, will it be enough to keep all of the young college talent in the Triad from dreaming of moving to bigger cities?
What are you finding with your students? Are they saying, I want to stay in High Point?
Yes. The goal is not perfection. The goal is excellence. We're not trying to make downtown High Point the stop all, end all, best downtown in the world. We're trying to add to the city of High Point the kind of elements, the kind of pride that we all will savor, appreciate, and be grateful for.
Just a decade ago, few could imagine the transformation that was about to happen at the city's namesake university.
High Point is a very successful school.
And now, some may not see how the same thing could happen to the center of the city.
But mostly it's about fellowship.
But one of the men leading it says it will happen.
I believe with all my heart that all things are possible for those who are willing to work hard enough and smart enough to get there. I also believe there's no such thing as unrealistic dreams. There are only unrealistic timelines. And what sometimes real revolutions need is some leadership. And right now, the time in High Point is close to perfect.
Bob Buckley.
All High Point needs is a shot in the arm.
Fox 8 News.
And that shot in the arm will be all the people who Dr. Cobain believes will choose to live, work, and play in the downtown area. And he hasn't ruled out the idea of High Point University moving some of its classes to there as well.